Why does it seem like the narcissist gives the new supply all of the things that you never got in your relationship with the narcissist? And this is the question that the narcissist is actually dying for you to be asking, for you to ponder. Why? Because you are the very reason why the narcissist is doing or giving things to the new supply that he never did or gave, he or she never did or gave to you. Sadly, it is all yet another way that the narcissist is attempting to punish you. And I can say this with absolute certainty because I have lived through it, and I have, I would say every single one of my coaching clients are living through this experience. And I will share my experience, and hopefully this will make you see that you are not alone. And just like everything else with the narcissist and what the narcissist did to you, it was never it was never because of you or anything that you did. While I was being discarded and promptly replaced by my ex-narcissist, he was obsessively trying to provoke a reaction from me, either hoping I would get angry or that I would break down in tears begging for him to stay. And I instead left and provided no reactions to his behavior, and I instead ignored it to the best of my ability. I did this for me so that I could begin to finally let go of the fairy tale of lies that I called a relationship. And more importantly, it was accepting that this person was in fact a narcissist. I had no idea that my refusal to provide him with any reaction would possibly cause a massive narcissistic injury. But what transpired beyond my leaving and what I still call a discard, because I was basically forced out and he was living a double life. This was an absolute production where my ex-narcissist was the star performer with one agenda: to punish me. Now here's where the question comes to play. If I had to write a list of 10 of the 10 most important things my ex promised me that he would do with me, and the things that he promised to give me, the list would be an identical match to all of the things that he immediately gave to his new supply, who was actually an old supply, and a recycled supply. And that is really, you would think that it would hurt, and it did hurt. And here's why it's important to see beyond the smoke show, beyond the performance and all of the smoke in the mirrors that the narcissist is doing for the new supply. It would be completely expected that, knowing my ex-narcissist was doing all of these amazing things that I had so patiently been waiting for, and giving all of these elaborate gifts and vacations to the new supply, when the only gifts that he ever gave me were a pair of slippers and a TV wall mount, like no lie. However, because I had been spending all of my time and energy since the discard learning about narcissistic personality disorder and seeing a therapist to work towards my healing, I was able to see all of the gifts, the trips out of town, and all of those part of the elaborate production for what they really were, which was my punishment. And so it did hurt to see my narcissist showering this train wreck of a new supply with every tiny little thing that he never gave me, not even a little bit. Once you acknowledge and you accept that this person is a narcissist, then you must also accept that this person is also a lie, a fraud, and a phony. And therefore, how could anything that this person ever does for the new supply be taken personally when their entire existence is manufactured? It's a manufactured lie. And my ex-narcissist may have been punishing me for never showing any emotion to him, throwing me in the garbage like a piece of trash, or he may have been punishing me because even though he was attempting to discard me, I was still the one that moved away. I was still the one that left. And maybe because I left, obviously without any other choice but to, he saw that as my abandoning him. And the list of reasons that a narcissist could come up with to justify punishing you once the relationship is over is absolutely endless. The point to remember, though, is that the narcissist is nothing more than a character playing a role. So nothing this person does with any supply can ever be truly considered a genuine act of loving another person. I have spoken with thousands of survivors of narcissistic relationships, and I promise you that their tales of their ex-narcissist doing all sorts of things for the new supply that they never ever did for them is like listening to a skipping record. And also, the narcissist could punish them or punish you, just as the narcissist punishes you throughout the relationship by projecting all of their wrongdoings in an attempt to never be held accountable, creating a false reality in their mind and in your mind too, where you are the bad person in the relationship. They only continue to exist in this false reality once the relationship comes to a conclusion. So what other way do they have to punish you? Once you're gone, you're no longer in their life. So they use this one thing that they have left to punish you with, and it's always the new supply. You must know that this new supply that's receiving all of the things that you never did will absolutely, undeniably, unequivocally be in your shoes one day, someday, very, very soon. That is absolutely certain. And even though the narcissist is using the new supply to punish you, it is still all about the narcissist and his or her insatiable need to feel in control and power over you, because the narcissist will never have power over him or herself. So take the narcissist's pathetic Captain Obvious showboating with the new supply as an absolute compliment, because after everything, he or she still sees you as more powerful than him or her. And guess what? They always will. You are free. You have been given a chance to find true love, and you won. Take that win and never look back.